Aloha, welcome to Hawaiian Top Team Media. I'm Andy Hamana, and today we're back here at Hawaii MMA in Waipahu, Hawaii, and we're here with UFC veteran Russell Doane.
Watch this, sweat it out now. Run that child, get it out now. Run that child, get it out now. Run that child, get it out now. Watch this, sweat it out now. Run that child, get it out now. Run that child, get it out now. Run that child.
So Russell, when did you first get into MMA?
I first got into MMA, I think it was like 2006. I was coaching wrestling at Waipahu High School, and one of the kids told me to come by the gym. I should come by the gym, check it out. And I went by the gym, and I never left.
What gym was that?
808 Fight Factory.
Oh, okay,
it was
okay.
across the street.
So you went to Waipahu High School?
I ended my high school years at Waipahu High School. Before that, I went to Hawaiian.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, there he is. So do you remember your first fight in MMA?
Yeah, I remember my first fight. I don't remember the opponent's name, but it was pretty wild. It was just two guys swinging, going until I think we went to a decision, but we just went. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was super fun. I was telling myself I was going to give it a try, and if I just went in there and I got beat up, it's not for me. But you know, if I did good, I'd keep going. But I did pretty good, so I just kept going.
Yeah.
So
did you do like wrestling in high school or boxing or anything growing up?
Yeah, I boxed for Hawaiian when maybe I was like between like 7 and 10 for a few years. I wrestled in high school for Waipahu, and after that I just went straight into MMA.
So you fought in the UFC, which is the big show. Go ahead and talk me through that. How was that whole experience for you? Because you UFC veteran, yeah?
Yeah, the UFC, you think it should be for fighters, you know, it's the big leagues. They treat you like prize fighters, you know. There's breakfast, there's time, there's meetings, there's just everything you think you'd have to do as a professional fighter when it comes to like videos and, you know, fans and how they take care of you, how they treat you. They treat you really good there.
So what's a normal day for you? Like training days, and then like what's a good off day for you?
Off days. Well, a normal day for me, you know, I wake up early. I'm that guy before the sun. You know, I'm at the gym lifting weights before the sun comes out, and I have like a regular job. I go and I work, and I come back and I train some more. You know, that's a normal day, all day, every day.
Yeah. Like what's one of the your favorite things about MMA? Like striking?
I love hitting people. I love hitting people. When growing up, you know, I was into school. I was a smart kid. Everybody thought I was gonna be a doctor. Everybody thought I was gonna go to college. And then I went to a fight gym and I just found out that I just want to hit people.
You got hit, and then you start hitting people back. You're like, oh, this is good stuff.
This is better than saving lives.
Definitely more fun. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So you've been out of competition for almost a year now, yeah. Like what you've been doing in that off time? I'm sure you've been training, of course, yeah.
I've been training, but more or less, honestly, in this year, I've been doing a lot of learning. We're doing a lot of learning this year. You know, like my skills, what needs to be adjusted, what needs to be assessed, how I can get these things done and get back to the big time.
Yeah. So, cause you do a lot of cross training, and because like back in the day, cross training was kind of a thing that was very frowned upon. But nowadays, especially here in Hawaii, with how close our community is, it's kind of something that it's almost necessary for us, yeah. Because you know, you will have gym rivalries. It happens. You know, it's gonna happen anywhere, especially here. But then at the same time, like you train at your Fight Factory, right? I trained there as well. A little late after you, but Max Holloway at the time, when he came up, knocked out Harris Sarmiento, which was our teammate. Right. You know, Harris trained out, and then Bryson, he knocked him out. And we're like, oh man, this guy is killing us, bro. But then he got into UFC, and now he's Max Holloway, and it's just like we cheer him on because he's one of us, you know. And it's like it's good to see that like that community we do that, yeah. Like, is that something that's super important to you guys?
It is, you know, like the guys you bleed with, the guys you fight with, the guys you train with, these are your brothers. You know, these are guys that I trust the people I train with my career. You know, if I have a fight coming up, I'm gonna make sure my partners are on it. They're not trying to kill me. They're trying to give me the right training. They're trying to give me the right looks. You know what I mean? And the more the merrier. You know, how can I possibly only learn from the people in my gym? And there's other gyms, people who know different things, people who know better things. You know, adjust a little thing here. You know, learn. You're always learning with martial arts. It's always
So who are you training with now?
I train here at Hawaiian MMA with Charles, all the boys that train out of Hawaiian MMA, is 100 names.
Yeah.
I train at Gracie Technics with Max them, Yancy them. I go to Alliance to roll. It's close by. I do my lifting at UFC gym with one of my good friends that Kobe there.
So what are your plans for the future after fighting? Do you plan on being part of the MMA community still, like that whole?
Of course, my life will probably always revolve around fighting one way or another. You know, I figure I have maybe like 6-7 good years of fighting in me before I call it a career. After that, I'll probably focus on teaching people, you know, same things I learned, other things I learned. Because it's just a part of the life I chose.
So as you get a little bit older here, like you said, you got about 6 or 7 years left in you. Do you see yourself staying at bantamweight, or would you consider
I'll
weight?
probably stay at bantamweight because I'll probably most likely stay at bantamweight because honestly, 45 is huge. If you see me standing next to Max Holloway, it's like two different people. You know?
Yeah.
So I'll probably stay at bantamweight. It's just home for me, you know.
Yeah. So if they were to initiate the weight class changes, do you see yourself fighting naturally, or would you still try to cut weight?
I don't really. I'm not a heavy cutter for bantamweight. You know, I get my size up, but when it's time to fight, you know, I can easily get my weight back down. So I don't see a whole lot of problems or anything.
So you walk around probably like 140 then? You're not too far off.
No. I walk around heavier than that. But when it's time to start cutting, it goes down pretty easily.
So how do you like it here at Hawaiian MMA? Because you guys got so much talent here. That's something that you've seen like that sharpened you and made you better over the years?
Yeah, this team, the people that I train with, Charles in general, have made me a better fighter. You know, beat the crap out of me, made me tougher. You know, talk to me when I was down, pick me up. When I was too high, he told me, you know, get off your high horse. You know, the people that keep you humble, keep you honest.
And then you mentioned training at 808 Fight Factory. Was that something that you think kind of shaped you as a fighter? Because
Yes.
back when you were training there, that was definitely an era of the end of Ron's career, Kai and all them.
100%. I got the best out of that place for what it had to offer when it did. You know, a lot of my grit, a lot of my basics, a lot of my base came from the early Fight Factory. You know, I may have added, I may have adjusted, but my base started there.
Yeah, they definitely drilled the basics. And back in those days, it was hard sparring. And,
It was.
yeah, 110%.
Yeah.
Those were good times. I know you kind of laughed earlier when I said off day, but like, what does an off day look like for you? Like when you're away from the gym, like how do you relax and like recharge?
Relax and recharge, you know, I mean, I think like it's a beach, I'll go to the beach, I'll go for a surf. I like watching movies, but there's not a whole lot of, I don't have a whole lot of hobbies outside of fighting. I mean, I like active recovery, so I'll go on a hike, I'll go for a surf, do a surfing or something like that.
Rarely fighters do have hobbies outside of fighting.
Yeah, because it's all we really think about. You know,
Yeah.
we have the normal like local Hawaiian boy kind of stuff, like surfing, fishing, but we don't really have a whole lot of hobbies outside.
Yeah. Russell Doane, thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Look forward to seeing you in your future career, brother. Some success. All right, guys. This is Hawaiian Top Team. I'm Andy Hamana of Hui Ho. Appreciate it, brother.
East side, Magna P.I. to the west side, Yokohama Riptide. Sky slipper to your backside. One love to my flips, reppin' P.I. Now that's right. That's local boy, always gotta stay fresh dressed. Yeah. Slip a jacket chick, 808 trend set. Okay. I does it better than the best. Oak shade specs. That's the beat bang like this. Sweat it out now. Run that time.